Hey guys, welcome back to the Berry Mountain Homestead. Today we are going to bring you along on some garden chores.
Yeah, it's really hot out here right now. It's I don't think it's like a heat wave, but it's
Yes,
like,
it is.
Is it? But it's like what, a high of 95 or something all week, and we can definitely feel it. The plants can definitely feel it. So the first thing that we have to do today is do a bunch of watering, but then we have some weeding to do and just some other random, garden chores. There's always work in the garden to be done.
And hopefully harvest.
And hopefully some harvesting today too. We got some bush beans coming in, so we'll go down and take you guys down there and see if we can get any more today. And yeah, we're just gonna take you along for some garden chores. So I hope you guys enjoy, and be sure to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, all those things, and let's get to work. This little patch of zinnias by the chicken coop still doing pretty well. Our sunflowers though are getting to the end of their road already, but they have these little cute offshoots, and the birds are starting to pick at them a little, but we enjoy them while we can, while they last. And we have our peppers going strong. This is that garden bed we made like forever ago.
Working great.
Yeah, it's working really well. If you guys remember, we used wood from our land. We put landscape fabric in there to keep the soil and stuff in. And we had like brackets right here, as you can see, and it has been going great. It hasn't shifted or anything. So we found something exciting in here this morning.
Behind our insanely tall carrots.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Which are shading out the peppers.
It should be the opposite. Peppers should be shading out the carrots.
We have purple beauty bell peppers coming in.
Look at them.
Just starting.
Awesome. Everything's starting in Pennsylvania. We're getting there.
And these are our Anaheims.
And Anaheim peppers on this one that we're actually doing in this grow bag, which has also, we've been liking the grow bags. I think they do dry out very easily, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, because they let air touch the soil all around it. So
yeah, so there's there's pros and cons. But we've been watering them probably, twice a day if it's
not
really
the peppers.
Hot?
The peppers are fine. The peppers we're only watering once a day, but the zucchinis and the Brussels sprouts are twice a day usually.
Right. So this is all the stuff that's close to our RV, and then we'll take you guys down to the lower garden when we do some work down there too. This guy is not so hot. This Brussels, I don't know why. No clue why he's suffering and the rest are thriving, but Tony took off a lot of these leaves on him. But you can see though, especially because he took off the leaves, that there are little, if the camera we get in focus, there are little Brussels starting to grow, like the little leaf portion. If you imagine like a little Brussels sprout has all those little leaves, I feel like that's like the start of. Here's a healthier one I can show you. Right in there is where those Brussels are going to be coming in. These guys have just been sucking up the water like crazy, and yeah, watering around like twice a day in this heat for sure. Look at this, my cilantro. Something ate it completely clean off. Do you see that? There's nothing left. Oh, look at this zucchini.
Yep.
Do you want to pick him or let him get a little bigger?
Or a day or two, maybe one day.
More? Yeah.
Probably tomorrow. They grow so much every day.
So if you see these on your zucchinis, they are they're squash bug eggs, and then what will happen is they'll hatch and start eating your zucchini, so you got to get rid of those if you can. It feels like they never stop. They're on almost all of them. Huh?
Cabbage worms are back.
Cabbage worms are back.
I just smushed all them. There's more on all of them.
Maybe we can lime them. Oh, it's hot. You hot yet?
I don't see any poop on that one. There's poop.
Where?
There's one right there.
Oh, there he is. Some cabbage wormies. Gotta get rid of them. This little grasshopper.
You can stay. I gotta top all these.
I feel like I just did that.
I just did it too.
I just topped the basil.
I always have to top it. It's growing so well, I don't want to let it all bolt and die.
It smells so good though. Oh, I wish you guys could smell that. It smells amazing. And we have a ton drying in the RV right now, but I'm thinking it's gonna be a pesto. What do you say? Do you wanna make some pesto?
Definitely pesto. We also gotta stake these up today. These peppers are they're amazing. Look how tall they are, but.
Now what kind is this?
These are giant Marconis.
Yeah, that looks great.
They're fantastic. They have tons of peppers on them starting, like a dozen each. But they're falling over.
Yeah.
Might as well do that.
Steaks.
Might as well do that right now.
Okay. Why don't you get the scissors too, and I'll cut some basil.
Okay. Well, I can cut those even. Casualties.
Casualties. It happens. There's enough.
It'll be okay.
I brought you guys into the shed to show you, these are the bamboo stakes that we were using. I got this huge pack on Amazon, and we actually got these for our curtain rods for the RV, but since we had so many extra, they've been perfect for the garden, for like little things like peppers and anything small that you need to stake up. But it was this huge pack and it wasn't that expensive, so we will put a link for this down below. But Amazon, I mean, that's where we got our grow bags too. It's a really good place. You can find anything garden related, cheap. My go-to is always Amazon. Chickens are here to say hi. Hello. Hello. You're currently in the big garden. And Tony, tell them what you're doing.
Tying the tomatoes up to the cattle panels.
Which are doing excellent right now, actually. These black beauties. Oh my gosh, they're getting big.
They are, they look good.
Yeah.
There's a bunch that haven't even started yet, just flowers.
This one's the biggest, for sure.
The biggest plant or the biggest tomato?
Biggest plant and biggest tomato. There's some more. I think these are the Dr. Witchy's yellow, which are looking pretty good. And then over here, Pastor Zinnias, and on the other side of the cattle panels, we have some greens growing. We did have some cat facing, didn't we? Did you pluck some cat faces off?
Yeah, the really bad ones.
Brad's atomic grape.
You're getting a ton of those.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That's awesome.
Look at this stack of them.
Oh, that's nice. And our little Brussels patch down here in the garden.
They're starting to look good.
They are starting to look a little bit better, yeah.
They weren't at first compared to the other ones.
Well, these were planted a lot later too than the ones in the grow bags,
Yes,
but
they were.
and they're a little more condensed.
Oh, I'm sweaty.
I see some orange tomatoes on my mom's tomatoes over here.
They're in a little longer than ours.
Yep, they were, but they're getting there too. You know, Pennsylvania is a little bit later, but once they start coming in, then you never know what to do with them all. And then over on this bed, we have our watermelons. This one, we have how many? 1, 2, and I think that there was a third. Yep, over here, 3. I need to put straw under these to give them a nice little soft bed, like I did to this one. But we've never grown watermelons before, so we're pumped for these guys. Dripping in sweat in this heat wave. It's also like, what, probably 2 o'clock now. I don't have my watch on.
Yeah, terrible part of the day to do work.
Terrible part of the day. Yeah, we should be out here in the morning and the evenings, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes you just gotta work in the heat.
It's hot.
I'm soaking wet.
I know. So hot. We are going to be weeding today, but you can see we've already put straw down and we mulched with it, and usually that would work just fine, but we already had pre-existing weeds, and instead of pulling them out, we chose kind of the lazy way, and we decided to just put the straw down, which has worked before. Like, it would smother it, they would die because they're not getting sun, but we just didn't put enough straw down, so now we're kind of backtracking, and we have to weed in this area a bit and then lay more straw down. Honestly though, the plants are big enough that it's not the end of the world, don't you think? Like it's not crazy bad in here.
Just don't like how it looks.
But I mean, they're just gonna get bigger, so why not just do it now? So we're just gonna weed, especially like this area, and then just put some more straw down. We have one more bale that we can kind of spread around.
I'm not weeding the beans.
Not weeding beans.
The beans can handle it.
My mom said she's not gonna weed the corn either because it's so big now. I'll take you over there actually. The corn is very large. Like, very big. This is the tallest one, and it's almost as tall as me. So we should have corn soon, which is very exciting. And now I think it's time to weed, huh? No more procrastinating the weeding.
Even when the river stops, even when it all looks different, even if I grow up, even if something's missing, yeah, something's missing, I'm still coming home, I'm still coming home.
So I've covered this section here up. Now I just have to do the rest of this and a little bit over there and a little bit in here. So I weeded for the most part. I didn't get every single one just because these plants are so well established that, you know, the little weeds aren't a big deal at this point. And then I put down new straw just to give it a nice clean aisleway, no weeds, and hopefully smother a bunch of the other ones. But it is just so darn hot out here that it's not quite a priority at this point. Tony's weeding a little bit more behind me, and then we'll lay more straw down. But it's so hot. Tony tied up all the tomatoes. After this, it's harvest time, which is the best part of the garden. We get to see how many beans we're getting. No tomatoes yet, too early.
To breathe the air, they taste so sweet and knows all my strength, knows all my weakness, reminding me that I was a child, reminding me that I'm coming home, I am coming home.
So we have 3 beans growing this year, bush beans. We love bush beans. And we have the Kalima, the Royal Purple, and the Dragon Tongue. And they're kind of coming in at different times because if you remember, something either ate our initial seedlings that popped up or whatever happened to them and we had to replant. There were some survivors, so they're kind of like staggered, which is actually good. It's what you want to do anyway in your garden, is to stagger them so you're not getting them all at once, something that I don't think we've ever been great at remembering to do. So nature kind of did it for us this year. I'm gonna go in and see what we've been getting, but when I picked out these beans to order from Baker Creek, a lot of them said that they were the type of bush bean that the beans actually are on the top of the plant. That way you're not like in there digging for them. They just kind of sit at the top in order for you to pick them pretty easily. And like this one, you want them to be about a pencil width is the best. Right about there. That's what we're looking for. I already got a bunch of basil to either dry or make pesto. I'm just gonna add these beans right into our harvest basket.
I wanna lay on these old streets. I wanna stay here for...
Once they start, it gets crazy for sure. I remember last summer I would put on like a podcast, or I think even last summer I had an audiobook I listened to while I just picked beans, because it's just one of those things that's tedious, but it's also kind of calming. It just takes a long time.
I wanna go to where we used to. I wanna do the things that we used to do. 'Cause I'm coming home. 'Cause you are my home. Yeah.
You guys will have to let us know down below if you plant any bush beans, what kind of varieties you like to plant. We also really want to do the yard-long beans, trellis them.
Purple ones are taking a little longer to come in.
I just got to the purples too. Yeah, I don't see many. If I remember right, almost all of the purples got destroyed and we had to replant them. So I don't think they're on the same level as the other ones yet.
She's still resting on his shoulders so that she doesn't miss a thing. Way above the crowd, she sits and sings.
So these are the purple. I wanted to show you guys because remember their name is Royal Purple, and I don't even know if you can see how beautiful they are on camera, but I don't even think the camera's doing it justice, but they are just gorgeous. And then Tony got the dragon tones, which are also a gorgeous, gorgeous bean. And then when you cook them, they almost turn like a white, or rather that, like the light yellow right there kind of stays and the purple goes away.
And then the purple beans turn dark green.
Yeah,
Good looking beans.
they're good looking.
I'll leave the
Add
rest on
these to here. That's pretty. And then I have to show you guys our little garden mascot over here. My mom wanted to make sure that her little garden monkey was in the video. He's our garden mascot, protecting our garden. Whew. Well, it was a hot one today. That is obviously clear, but we did get a lot of gardening stuff done, a lot of chores around, and we were excited to bring you guys along today for that. So we hope you enjoyed this little garden chore vlog and kind of like a little garden update to you guys to see what was, you know, going on in the garden, a little peek.
Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell.
Yep.
And you can check us out also on Instagram, berrymountain.homestead.
And we'll catch you guys in our next video. See ya.